Hello and good evening. Welcome to the Pooya Liana Lounge over here in the Lounge HQ, aka our home. I am one half of your hosts, Pooya Liana. With me, my lovely co-host, the one and only, the irreplaceable, but the loud, Liana Boris.
I'm not that loud.
You have no whisper. Like most people, they have a whisper, they have a indoor conversation, they have a festival conversation. Sometimes your whisper and your festival sound the same.
I don't whisper. I can't whisper.
You can't
I don't
whisper?
understand whispering. I don't get it. How do you do it?
Well,
I can't do it. I think it's a skill issue. It's like I just like physically don't know.
Yeah. Well, then what's funny also is that those who can't whisper typically will like still be like, all right, well, this is a sensitive conversation we probably shouldn't be having if I can't whisper. But you'll be having that conversation with me outside on loud.
I think that there's no feedback mechanism. Like my feedback mechanism is broken between my mouth and my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no feedback of like, hey, you're talking loudly. Or if I am talking loudly, my brain basically decides that that is not a problem regardless of what's happening. Please continue.
Yeah. But I mean, it's fine.
Wait, why are you saying that now? Did I do something?
No, I was freestyling the intro and I just wanted to say something aside from, and my co-host Liana Boris.
The loud ass Boris.
That's not what I said.
That's basically what you said.
No, you're reading into it way too deep.
This foghorn leghorn of a character. I know he's not loud, but aren't foghorns? Is foghorn a thing? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the one with the boats, like. Like, you know, on boats, you know, when they're leaving, like boats, they're leaving the port.
Is that a foghorn?
And then they hit their horn. Is it specifically called a foghorn?
I wouldn't know the first thing about boats.
Okay, somebody who knows about boats, please comment below.
Yeah, the closest thing I know about boats is Chips Ahoy, and that's not even.
Chips Ahoy is a cookie.
Yeah, but
what does that have to do with
Ahoy
boys?
is boat speak.
Okay, let's name everything we can name about boats. So
Barnacle.
Barnacles on boats,
Steering
sure.
wheel.
I feel like port,
Starboard.
above the below deck. That's a TV show.
The plank.
We walk the plank. Sail, motor,
Seaman.
seaman. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, like sailors. Is that's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
By seaman. I think
Coast
that's
Guard.
Okay, I feel like it's starting to get a little bit tangential. Rudder, oars. Those are related to boats.
It depends on the boats.
What
A canoe.
What a good segment.
Floaty.
Wait. Okay, can the advertisement for this podcast episode be like, and Liana and Pooya just name every word they can think of that has to do with boats for 10 minutes?
If there was a supercut of the PAL, this would be in the 10 weirdest things they've started the show off with. Because we got here because you were loud.
Oh, yeah, because of the foghorns.
Because yeah.
Would you ever want to live in a lighthouse?
No.
Really? Why? I feel like you'd like it.
Because
as long as there was internet.
Some sad loner from a fantasy story?
Yeah, but I feel like you'd like it because you like sit in your little room.
70-year-old lived in this lighthouse, and the light that was he couldn't find anymore. He could shine into the open sea. Like, no.
What? This isn't like a novel. What are you saying? It's like
I feel like
today.
If you live in a lighthouse, you're in a novel.
Okay. So
Me today in a lighthouse? Why would I ever do that?
Well,
I don't
because
like the open water.
You're not on the open water. You're on a lighthouse, which is on land.
Yeah. Next to the open water.
Yeah, but you're not going on the open water. You're staying in your lighthouse
Close enough.
to light
If
the
a tsunami
lighthouse.
happens, I'm leaving. I'm in the water.
Oh, I see. Oh my God. I had a Lyft driver today who was telling me he was stationed he was in the military. He was stationed in Italy, like right outside Mount Vesuvius. Like, you know, Mount Vesuvius? Yeah. Where, Pompeii, like the people who got Pompeyed, Pompeii. Okay. So anyway, so he was stationed outside Mount Vesuvius and he was telling me, wait, why am I telling you this? Oh, yeah. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, there are people who are stationed up on Mount Vesuvius because it's going to erupt like any time now. And there are people like seismologists that are stationed up there that basically like watch Mount Vesuvius and then like, hey, some wonky's going on. Like we all need to evacuate because it could like cover the whole region and like knock out half the town. Like we could have a modern day Pompeii if the seismologists aren't there to warn people.
Yes.
That's crazy.
You know what the weirdest part of this conversation is for me?
No.
How did you get to this conversation with your Lyft driver?
Wait, what do you mean?
This is a story that you're telling us about you having a conversation with a stranger.
Okay, but this is not a crazy 7 degrees of separation type situation. Basically, I was in the car and he mentioned something about, oh, yes, he's learning Spanish. And then I was like,
how did that come up?
Well, he was like, yeah, I'm learning Spanish.
How did that come up?
Because he told me.
Why would he tell you? What was your question?
Because I got in the car and he goes like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, good. How's it going? And he goes, good. Just learning some Spanish in between passengers.
He said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does that weird you out? I didn't talk about my Duolingo streak, which, by the way, I had 1,000 days. I still know no Spanish. Okay,
like,
but regardless,
we need to talk about that at some point.
We don't
you
need
glory hunting
it's not glory
the
hunting.
streak
First of
over...
first of all, Phil T and I completed a friend quiz challenge or whatever. So I'm bonding with friends. Okay?
We don't know
it's
that. For all I know, Phil's fluent now.
I think he's doing French also.
Okay,
but
anyway, I think he's
whatever.
doing very bon.
But yeah, he is doing very well. Thank you. Okay, so the thing is that we started talking about that, and then we were talking about languages, and then he was like, I was stationed overseas. I was in Spain and Italy. Okay, it was a very natural conversation. And then I was like, I struggle in every single social situation. So basically what I do in social situations is I look for questions I can ask people. 1, because I love learning, and 2, I don't like talking to people I don't know all that well. I mean, not that I don't like talking. I feel, okay, wait. This is like a deeper conversation for me and my therapist, but basically what we've been talking about is the fact that like I can struggle to reveal things about myself because I feel like I'll be judged by others, and then I feel like that will negatively impact me in multiple different ways regardless. So I will ask questions about other people. So we got talking about him being in Italy, and then he got talking about being on the base and that he was near Mount Vesuvius. And then I got really interested in that because basically he was like, yeah, it's going to erupt anytime. And I was like, oh my God, are we going to have Pompeii too? The Pompeianing? Two Pompeii,
Don't
two Pompeii
trivialize
Furious?
Pompeii like this.
Those people died.
Yeah. And you're like, 2 Pompeii, 2 Furious?
Okay, granted, that probably needs some work. But the
the workshopping was the issue, yes.
Well, yeah, for when Michael Bay makes the new Pompeii movie. Lens flare and all. Anywhoosies. That's how we got there, and we got talking about the situation. And then, of course, I asked him like 10,000 questions about that because I was like, I got to know about the modern day Pompeiiing that could happen.
So I want to clear something up. I'm not saying you are weird. I'm saying that to me, that's very foreign because I think the last 100 Uber rides I've been on began and ended with, hello, Pooya. Yes. Thank you for the ride. Have a good one. Door closed. That's why. So for me, it's fascinating not only to have small talk, but then have like your very specific storyline conversations.
Okay, I have found 2 types of Uber/Lyft drivers. 1, exactly that interaction that you're talking about. That would be my preferred interaction. Second interaction is if they're going to talk to me regardless. And then I, being awkward, can't help but engage in conversation, right? Because basically, with someone who is chatty, as soon as you say, because they always ask you, how are you doing?
Right.
Okay? That's a normal nicety. They say, how are you doing? I always reply with, I'm doing well. How are you? Yes. That's the mistake, right? That's the mistake.
That's where I would end it. I would say good, and then I would move
And then
on.
You would shut. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I hear that. I struggle to do that.
Of course. I think it can come off rude also.
Yes. So I will always say, well, how are you? Which then invites conversation. And then I feel awkward not replying because now the conversation is more than just general niceties. And then I actually do sometimes get interested in what's happening. And I actually do want to learn more. So then my natural curiosity kicks in. And then it's just a bit of a slippery slope.
I think it was like one of our first 3 episodes where we checked our Uber ratings.
Okay.
It's been a year.
Okay.
Should we check?
So I've taken mostly Lyfts.
I mean, Uber, you still taking some.
Can I check my Lyft rating? Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
Because even though you're like, I've taken more Lyfts, I still think you've taken more Ubers than I have.
Okay. My Lyft is a 5.0.
Okay, well, what about your Uber?
Okay, and my Uber is, let me check it's on my account somewhere. I am a 4.89 on Uber.
4.89.
Yes.
Okay, well, I was logged out of Uber. That's how often I don't use it. I've logged back in now, and I'm here to. You said 4.89.
Yes.
4.95.
Yes, I have. That's why I have it. So I think most of my ratings are high, but I got one really bad rating, like early into using Uber. I don't even remember what it was. Probably that's why.
I've told you this. I think I mentioned it in the last time we Uber checked as well. Hanging out with the guys and being the guy who ordered the Ubers was equivalent to my number plummeting.
Yeah.
This is from the new phone number.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So in America, I've been a perfect Uber passenger. In
Participant.
Canada, I've been good. My friends are the degenerates, and I stand by that.
Yeah. I think I may have been the degenerate. Honestly,
Wow.
I don't know. Okay, but regardless. Anyway, so I don't know how we got there. Oh, no, actually, I do know what. Well, no. Okay, hold on. So, why was I in a Lyft in the first place? I want to talk about that. You want to talk about that? Our car, our sweet baby car, check engine light came on, flashing, mind you, not solidly on.
Which is worse or better?
I don't know. In this particular case, well, I don't want spoiler alert. Worse. Taking a right-hand turn, turning right. I was driving and I was turning right. Like I'm the opposite of NASCAR. And all of a sudden, check engine light starts blinking. I'm like 5 minutes from home. Car seems fine. No weird smells. Everything's going okay. I get home. Crap. Call Firestone. They take the car, like I drive the car over there. It's 5 minutes away. They're able to check it. They go, hey, we can't fix this issue. You have to take it to the dealer. We think it is either a computer that needs to be reset or a sensor that needs to be replaced. Regardless, should be a pretty easy fix, which is great because I Googled it. And similar to when you Google your symptoms and WebMD tells you have cancer, I Googled the symptoms and the internet was like, you need a new engine. And I was like, but Firestone told me it's not. And I'm going to believe the professionals over the Google AI summary. Okay? Right. I hate to admit it, but the Google... What?
I'd like to raise a point.
Yes?
You just said, and I'm quoting, I trust the good people at Firestone as opposed to the Google AI summary.
Correct.
Now, I do want to put into investigation your actions. You Googled after the diagnoses
No,
from
I Googled
Firestone.
before.
When you did it before, then you heard them out?
I Googled before.
Okay.
When I first noticed the flashing, like when I came home, I sat in the car in the garage before I entered the house.
You were texting while driving?
No, I was in the garage. I saw you wink. That's not fair.
That's not fair.
I wasn't texting while driving. Okay, I was in the car, in the garage, parked car off, right? Because immediately my first thing is I got to get the car off, right? Because I didn't want any like lasting damage. Because again, I didn't know what it was.
I do withdraw my accusation.
Okay, thank you very much. So then, quick little Google. Car, engine, screwed. But I was like, but it could be all these other things as well, right? Again, similar to WebMD. You could have cancer or you could just be tired, okay? So
Never checking WebMD, by the way.
Have you not heard? Have you not heard that? Have you not had that happen? You
WebMD
have that happen all
once.
the time.
I have checked WebMD once, and then after that, I was like, I will just sit in ignorance.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, if it's that bad, I'll probably know.
Yeah, well, and you would want a professional again to tell you. Okay, so fine. So I trusted the professionals. But they were like, well, we can't know exactly what it is because we can't get into the computer because, blah, 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 whatever, fancy, modern cars and their modern cars and their computers. Like these kids and their computers and their iPads. Anyway, so I take the car to the dealership because Firestone was like, we can't fix it. You got to take the dealership. I was like, fine. But which, by the way, I've been like driving. They were like, yeah, it's fine to drive. So I drove it to work. So anyway, so I drive it to the dealership, drop it off, and they're like, psych, Google AI summary was right. You need a brand new engine.
Was your first thought, did they Google AI summary this and then just tell me the top result?
I trust the guy that I interacted with at least demonstrated competence. So I don't think that was the case, but we can't rule it out.
He's trying to make it in the acting business. So
maybe he is. Maybe he is.
You were one of his many scams.
Okay.
Okay. So we need a new engine.
We need a new engine for the car. Cool. So they're like, well, your vehicle has a warranty of some kind, which I need to understand better because I'm like, the car is like based on the regular warranty, it's got 109,000 miles on it. And it's like, what year is it? 2026? Yeah, it's like 9 years old. So I was like, what kind of warranty is on this? Anyway, whatever.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Because the
car cycles are a year. Yeah. So anyway, I know what you're saying, fam.
Fam?
I ain't your fam, bro. All right. Back to the story at hand. Thankfully, they will cover the replacement of the engine under the warranty.
That's kind of cool.
Thank goodness, because I lived for 24 hours under the assumption that we are going to have to buy a new car.
Which I think you've been considering doing anyway, but I think there's a difference of choice versus obligation, forced. And also you need a car under your feet for work.
Well, and the thing is like, yeah, we had considered it, but we hadn't considered it like we would give up the current car. Like we would have kept the current car and then basically like kept it for you to use. I would have had a car if I ever needed it. Yeah, and then, for like an emergency. I mean, obviously depending on like what the insurance, whatever. Anyway, but basically it wouldn't be run. We were going to be often, a 2-car house. Yeah, the maintenance of the car would be low, and then I would use like a different car for work, especially given the fact that like the weather's bad, and maybe having a car with like additional capabilities in terms of all-wheel driving, whatever. Anyway. That was absolutely terrifying, but I got to pick up a loaner car because that's also covered, which I will tell you, this is the most adult I think I've ever felt in my life. Like I pulled up to the dealership and they were like, yeah, we've got this like fancy, it's like a 2025 brand new car.
They shouldn't give you a car that's that new.
They were so chill about it. They were basically like, yeah, just don't get to an accident and you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I was like, I think for them it's you might want to buy this car.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I really think that they were like, this is an opportunity, and I'll tell you why. Because after I dropped it off for service, I got another text message from their sales department being like, hey, we're buying cars. You want to sell your car? We can tell you how much it's worth. And I was like, no.
Why'd you say it like that?
No.
I think, because to me, I'm like, okay, let's say my phone was on the fritz.
Sure.
And they have to repair it. If they gave me the latest Samsung Galaxy.
And you were using it and you were like,
I'd be like, oh, because like I'm right now content, right, with the phone I have. I would suddenly be like, yo, this is even better than the phone I have. So
I know.
Although I did find out from Liana that this car doesn't have seat warmers.
So I think their downfall. No, sorry, continue.
I mean, I didn't realize how pampered I was for the last 5 years.
So our car is like an upgraded, like it's a 2017, but it's an upgraded version. Like the original owner, we're the second owner. The original owner, he bought it for work.
Took all the features.
So he got like all the features. He's got the seat warmers and like the fancy center console and like a bunch of extra other stuff that like a base model wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So I have basically the base model. Well, we have a Sonata. This one's an Elantra, but whatever. The point is that I have a base model, which actually doesn't include a lot of those features. So while the car is nice, certainly drives beautiful, the features it does have are great. It's now our car, and I miss our car, and I'm sad without her.
Yeah.
So I've gotten emotionally attached to our car,
she's gonna
which
be
I've
okay,
realized. Yes, and thankfully she'll be covered. It'll all get fixed up. Also, I'm having them do some additional maintenance that needs to be done independent of the engine while they have everything out. Like the serpentine belt needs to get replaced.
Of course, that's how I've been saying.
Yeah, that's what happened. Remember when Jen and I were driving up to see you and that was a serpentine belt issue. So I was like, we're going to fix that before it becomes an issue. I know what that is.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was why I was in the lift. That's why I learned about Mount Vesuvius. And now I'm talking to you.
Yes. And I feel like I retained 95% of what you said.
Really?
Which is tough because I am operating under 30 minutes of sleep in the last 30 some hours.
You had issues with your sleep schedule like a month ago.
Yes. And then we remedied that.
Yes.
And
but
then,
quickly, it slipped
I
back.
wouldn't say quickly. I have McFallen. I've officially McFallen. And really, it culminated in what?
Family Guy fell off because it's Seth MacFarlane off. Like mooning. Okay, continue.
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of gonna cut you off. I had an interaction today with a client call. So I'm client facing in my current role at work, which means I take technical calls from clients who are interested in doing work with us, and I onboard them and talk through what their project looks like and what their project would look like with us and all that stuff. I had a conversation today where conversation went perfectly well, totally fine. And at the end, the guy goes, "Hey, I have an unrelated question for you." Because I was like, "Do you have any further questions?" And he goes, "Yes. So you're a podcaster. I Googled you." The reason I mention this is because now I totally forgot about this until just now. I am picturing my future clients watching this and being like, why on earth would I ever trust this woman with my project?
Because you're like a down-to-earth human. You're like a regular person.
Well, I will say in that moment, okay, all right, I am normal.
Yeah, I said regular person.
I was waiting for the wink to the camera.
There's no wink. I'll look at you.
Okay, so that happens. My stomach just like drops
Why?
out of my butt because I'm like, shit. Like basically, I'm like trying to as Rob and I have talked about, warmth and competence. We're demonstrating warmth and competence, and I think I'm obviously
Are you saying warmth in confidence or warmth in competence?
No, warmth and confidence.
Oh, so neither of the things I thought I heard.
Or competence. Sorry, not confidence. Competence. Basically doing things successfully and then being warm. Okay? That's Rob and I.
To me, warm comes first.
Yeah, warmth and competence.
Yeah.
Okay, which I am being
incompetent. You said doing things successfully and then being warm.
Well, no,
being warm and then doing things.
Okay, but it's not both. You do both at the same time. It's simultaneous, not sequential. All right. Whatever.
What?
So in that, so my heart drops, and then I'm like, oh, I started podcasting during grad school.
Why are you so ashamed of us?
I don't know. I'm not ashamed. I just panicked. So I started talking about it, and I was like,
I picture Ben Wyatt, Human Disaster.
Yes, that was me.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out something to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I swear, I know my stuff. And then he goes, yeah, I know. I can tell from this conversation. I hope your prices are competitive because I'm evaluating multiple vendors and I'd like to go with you. So immediately it was like, oh, thank God. But for 30 to maybe 60 seconds,
you thought you fucked up the deal because you're a podcaster?
And let me tell you where my brain went. My brain went, not only did you screw up this deal, but you screwed up every deal in the future. Because how are you ever going to get promoted? People are going to Google you and they're going to be like, this podcaster, da 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 da. So now all that fear is coming back to me. But I will say what was so funny is because I'm on the call with also our director of business development because she handles the business side of things.
So she heard this go down.
So she heard this go down and her reaction was, bah ha 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 ha, podcast queen.
Okay.
And I replied so awkward, 4 laugh emojis, and she goes, not gonna lie, that was hilarious.
Yeah, because you panicked.
Yes. And normally, I mean, I am never calm, cool, and collected is never a way that I would describe myself.
What?
I know.
I would, for the record, I would describe you that way.
Wait, actually? No, you're messing with me.
Why would I mess with you?
Okay. Collected, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. No.
But not calm and cool. I think I may be like 50% of each. So it could in some situations look like I am calm, cool, collected.
I think you can present that way.
I think I can present that way. My goal of the way that I present in meetings, basically, I don't have a choice. I am just my brain and I just am who I am. So my reaction is typically just trying to like, let me understand your problem. Let me repeat back to you your problem. Certainly not calm, cool, collected, but competent, right? Like I need to demonstrate to you as quickly as possible that I hear your request. We can accomplish your request and here's how I'm going to do it. And like, I am confident and competent. But that warm. But that man threw me for a loop. Anyway, I'm sorry I cut you off earlier, but this whole thing made me think of my Seth McFalling off joke or whatever I made, and how my future employers will look at me. How will I ever be CEO?
I think it's cute that you think they're gonna watch that deep into the podcast. And they're not but also you do this thing with the intro every time, so that's all they're gonna know.
Exactly. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. The start of next week's episode, I'm gonna be business facing Liana.
I don't know if that's good
okay,
for
wait,
us.
Wait, let's try it. Let's practice. Okay, you do your intro, you go, and I'm one half of your, okay, you go.
I'm one half of your host, Pooya Liana Lounge.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the other half, Liana Boris. Dr. Liana Boris, PhD. How are you doing today?
Why are you Andre from the League?
I'm displaying warmth and competence.
Lost in translation. Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done practicing. Anyway, how are you doing this evening, Pooya?
I am very excited to be at this symposium with you.
Today's topic is
neurodegeneration. The Hadron Collider.
It's just Pooya says every science word he can think of. Microscope.
We're going to look at a slide of onion skins.
Yeah, that would not go well. That's so funny. Okay. All right.
What wouldn't go well?
Us pretending to have a conversation about science.
That's disrespectful to science.
How is that disrespectful to science?
Because everything is science.
That is
science,
true. Okay, all right.
Science.
All right, hit me with it, Daddy-O. What you got?
There seems to be some thermonuclear activity in the caffeine industry recently.
What?
Yeah. Hot coffee's on the rise.
Like nuclear powered coffee?
No, like very hot coffee.
Oh, like very hot coffee, like McDonald's when that lady scalded herself.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? That's on the rise?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the trends are saying?
There's been a sharp rise in the esophageal impact of thermonuclear caffeine.
Okay, esophageal. We're close. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we say esophageal, but...
Oh, okay, sure. Yes. So that would be epithelial lining deterioration is what I believe you're talking about, Sir Pooya.
Yeah. Don't hate, deteriorate. That's what they say.
I don't think that's what
they say.
I think they say the opposite. I think you should not be deteriorating.
No, some things can deteriorate and it's good.
Like what?
Like stress.
Like hate.
Mm-hmm.
No hate.
Like lack of empathy.
Nah. Do you get it? Because I'm not being empathetic to your suggestion.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I failed already. I don't think it's possible.
Anyway, I'm happy you were here to attend the keynote. And
it's at the end.
You can find us on all platforms. Liana at lounge.edu.
Pooya.org. That's your website.
I am giving.
You are giving org.net. Okay, all right.
You are giving dork.net.
All right, okay, nerd.com. And the owner is you. Have you ever heard that conversation about the difference between like a nerd, a dork, and a geek?
I think we did that on this podcast.
Have we really?
Already.
Okay,
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
So.
Okay, moving on.
Is it time for me to talk about me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Okay, so your sleep schedule.
So I'm running on 30 minutes for the last 30 hours. So basically, I have McFallen. What happened was, that's what derailed us last time.
I know.
Yeah, it's like getting to a like fender bender and then ending up at the same street and having the exact same fender bender just happened.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So for the most part, I was doing okay. Like I was still sleeping a little bit later, but I was waking up earlier, which was always the plan. The full objective was to wake up early, and that was just not happening. But I was like, at least I'm still waking up early. Then the last week, I found myself falling asleep later and later, like, closer to like 5:30. And then waking up at about the same time. One of those 2 days, though, I woke up very late. And I was like, okay, this needs to stop. The last night, I couldn't fall asleep. I straight up was awake till about, 6:30 when Liana woke up. And at that point, I decided I'm not going to bed. Because if I go to bed now, I'll wake up maybe at 2 if I'm lucky. Probably later. And like that would ruin my whole day. And I would not want that. And then I'm just up late again anyway. So I was like, the only way to beat the cycle is to stay
Reset
up.
it.
Yeah. And so I was, in my head, I was like, I'll take like 2 naps throughout the day and that'll balance me out. And then I ended up taking a 30-minute nap and that was it because I had to do something at 1. So I was like, okay, well, now I'm just, up the creek without a paddle. So
another boat reference, by the way. Add that to the list.
Yeah, paddles. Did we not have paddles earlier?
I said oars.
Yeah, floaties. So then
Life jackets.
Vests.
Yeah.
Compass.
It's a navigation tool, which I suppose you use on a boat.
It's a navigation tool used in a vessel.
Yeah, but what am I going to say? The stars? Okay, you accept that?
Starboard.
Yes. Very good. All right, so continue.
So I was doing okay after the 30-minute nap. That happened around like 12 or noon. And then 15 minutes before we were scheduled to record this, I started feeling a crash. And even right now, I feel like there's definitely a layer of lucidness where I'm like, I actively know I'm on the pod. I'm actively awake, but I genuinely could also be asleep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
That used to happen to me when I was in undergrad a lot.
Like when you were talking, I was like, I hope I get some time to talk because I'm starting to, I feel like I'm starting to doze off a little bit.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of disassociation. Not that I'm boring per se.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
But because you are just running on so little sleep that basically your brain is starting to malfunction.
Yeah, and I'm actually quite happy with how this has gone so far. So
the PAL, or you're resetting your sleep schedule?
No, the PAL. I haven't tried to reset it yet.
Well, you're in the process of resetting
Well, my
it.
thought process was if I then do this pod, stay up a little bit longer, and then go to bed, it'll reset itself. I can't do this pod then immediately go to bed because I'll wake up at 4 a.m. And that was an issue we had separately before.
Right.
So anyway, that's my spiel right now on my sleep.
Okay. Do you have the capacity to talk about Survivor 50 stuff? Because I have 2 very key topics I'd like to discuss.
Yes, of course.
Okay. We got to talk about the idol hunt.
Yes.
It's ongoing.
Yep. The statewide, the countrywide.
Nationwide
idol
hunt.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out in the comments if you have found one.
Well, I've seen a lot of the patrons have. I've been seeing pictures.
Perfect. As of when we are recording this, we are still waiting on the next clue.
I believe ours is on the weekend.
We think ours is on the 7th. So let us see. But the plan is for us to go.
So.
Please, no.
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
in. I'm in.
Okay.
What I'm trying to tell you is we have to go early.
Yeah.
Like, we have to figure it out and be there way before.
Yeah, so you got to wake up early.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
I mean, look at me right now.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Because I've heard a lot of people have had to wait hours.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. Let's be there at like 10 a.m.
I think that might be too late.
I have Pilates.
I have sleep. We both have to sacrifice something.
Okay, but can I do Pilates first and then come get you? It's from 8 to 9.
As long as you're okay with standing in line an extra 90 minutes as a result, yes.
Well, what time do you want to get there? Like 7 a.m.?
No, that's excessive.
Dear Lord.
I don't know what the averages are on these things. I'm just giving you the heads up of like,
we might need to go early.
Even if I think 10 is appropriate.
Okay.
I just want you to know mentally that like, hey, we could be there for 3 hours.
Okay, but that's fine. I'm with my best friend in line. Plus, we have one person holding line and one person who can go do stuff. like get snacks or drinks or go to the bathroom.
What happened to me being the best friend in line? You're just gonna ditch me and go?
No,
do
but I'm
stuff?
just saying, like, if I have to pee, I'm not gonna have to like leave the line if there's a line.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. So definitely looking forward to that. Let's see how it goes. Although I will say I have been underwhelmed so far with what I've heard in terms of like I wanted it to be more like geocaching type thing.
You thought this was like, all right, I'm gonna scale this tree in the middle of nowhere and get the idol.
Yes.
Yeah. No, this is straight up there's a Survivor alum or two around, and also it's in a very hot spot. Queue up, get it. And
See, I wanted to be like I was thinking about what it could be for Minnesota, and I was like, I want to dig through the snow or like. We gotta cut through the ice or like go out on an icy lake.
So
or
that's
something
what
like
I thought initially it was gonna be, but I was like, also like, as long as you're not the first one, you'll know the solution very quickly because someone will put it online. But I also didn't realize that I think it's a timed event, meaning
it's only available
that day.
Yeah.
And
that's my understanding.
Yeah,
as well.
I thought it was like, all right, it's gonna be there until the season starts, or like 2 weeks.
So that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
So my understanding of how it was gonna work was basically they were gonna like put them all in nature somewhere,
Yeah.
like out in the middle of, which I understand from an accessibility perspective. If you want other people to be able to participate that like might have some accessibility limitations or things like that, I understand maybe wanting to put it in a different place. My interpretation of how I thought it was going to go was, again, we would be like climbing through the woods.
Which, like, not to be disrespectful to that thought, but this is also from the people who refuse to give us 2 tribes or refuse to give us
but like
swaps. So
on Survivor,
maybe the simpler thing made the most sense here.
No, I get that and I understand that, and you're definitely correct. I think my thought process was like, yeah, but on Survivor, you got to like look in the trees and like dig in the dirt and you got to like burn a candle at tribal council. So I expected there to be like some element of work to it.
So, okay. So I know you said 2 things. So I'm assuming there's one other Survivor thing.
Yes.
I have a Survivor thing of my own I want to bring up.
Okay.
And I had this idea last night.
Okay.
I want to know your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
If you could choose
Okay.
between the standard shot in the dark or a shot of espresso that you could have once while on Survivor,
Okay.
which one would you pick?
Yeah, I'd rather have the shot in the dark.
I would absolutely disagree with you there.
Here's the problem if I have a shot of espresso. 1, my bowels are going to go nuts, which is going to be uncomfortable.
Might be a good thing. You might be constipated.
Could be a good thing. But secondly, I am going to get the worst headache because basically my body is just going to be like, what is this? That's my concern. I don't know if it would actually happen, but that would be my concern. And I would rather have, even if it's crappy, some kind of game mechanic.
I feel like if I know an idol's gone back into circulation,
Sure,
that could be the difference between me having an idol and otherwise. Or if I need to be like on high alert during immunity.
Yeah, you need a stimulant of some kind.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like then it's like, it's not so much having the espresso, it's you literally got an idol or you literally had immunity versus you have a 1 in 6 chance of safety.
Right.
And you couldn't vote either.
Sure. The logic is basically that the shot of espresso leads to a better result.
The exchange rate is better.
Leads to something better than the shot in the dark could give you.
Yeah. Because also, if you take the shot of espresso and you take it before a food reward, if that you're so motivated, guess what? You're going to have something to immediately take away that problem.
Right. Like you're on full X Games mode. Like you're just going for it.
Sure, if you're saying that, okay.
Full X Games mode.
Yeah. So what's your second thing you wanted to bring up?
Have you heard the new hit song?
No.
Survivor 50, Come and Get It.
You're joking. What is this? Is it a parody? Who made this?
I don't know what it is.
Where'd you hear it from?
So, it is a song that has been posted on Spotify.
Okay.
By the artist. Let me pull it up to make sure I have it. The artist's name is Jeff Probst.
Stop this. What okay.
Come and Get It. Come and Get It. Okay.
What do you mean Jeff Probst is the...
Oops. Okay. I don't want to get copyright claimed, so I'm not going to play it.
So go on Spotify and look this up.
Yes. Survivor 50, Come and Get It is the title of the song. and the artist is Jeff Probst.
Okay. I'm muting now.
Are you gonna mute?
Yeah, I'm muting you, and I think I
Okay.
can just leave myself unmuted potentially.
Okay, so I'm gonna play it, and then you're gonna give me your reaction
Sure.
to it. Okay.
That is foul.
Okay.
I don't
again,
like it.
10 out
Is
of
that fake?
My first reaction was, this is AI.
Uh-huh.
My second so this was posted in a Discord that I am a part of, and I immediately replied and was like, "The F is this?" And the reaction I was like, "Is this AI?" Right? And the response I got was, "Well, so if you look at the song credits, there are legit people listed as collaborators. Like the performers are like real people who have real music."
Sure.
So either the whole thing is fake and somebody just made it up, or this might legit be real.
You've been muted this whole time.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they heard you over.
I don't think so.
Liana basically said that she thought it was AI, and then she looked at the song credits, and they're actual artists that are credited with collaborating on the song. So she's like, either the whole thing's fake, and there you go.
Or it's legit. Mm-hmm. So naturally, I turned to the person that knows the most about Survivor in the entire universe. One Mike Jimble the Elf Bloom.
Yeah.
I sent him the link, and I said, "Is this real?" He sent me one text that said, "Liana." Second text, "I'm interviewing Jeff tomorrow." Third text, "You better believe I'm asking him about this." So I replied, now 24 hours later, so ... He said, and this might be out already at the time of us, like by the time you hear it, this podcast,
they might already have seen this.
This might already be out.
Yeah.
So please go look at Mike Bloom's social media to find this, because he goes, "Something coming tomorrow. We have a whole segment about it."
Okay,
which
so he still didn't tell us anything.
He didn't tell us anything.
It's real, though.
But it makes me feel like it's real.
If it wasn't a real thing, there wouldn't be a segment. It would be no, and then they move on.
Which I will just, if you have not gone and listened to it, basically it is a 3 minute and 52 seconds.
It's 4 minutes?
It's 4 minutes long, and it is Jeff Probst singing about Survivor. One of the lyrics is something like, "You're chilling until day 3, and then they voted out your allies," or so. Actually,
Does he rap?
You know what? Define rap.
You know what? Play it. Honestly, when I go to upload it, it will tell me if this is copyright struck, and then I'll just remove it from it. It'll be muted.
Okay, should we play it? Okay, all right.
Not from the top, just from wherever we were.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just...
Here we go. Well, they all came to play. Ain't no sheep in this pack. They say, work together. You say, that's a trap. Cause it's one simple question. What's real and what's not? Who's gonna get and who's gonna get got?
Please stop. Please stop. Who's gonna get and who's... This is like Will Smith level bad on lyrics. Holy.
It's amazing.
I mean, it's a meme.
It's so good.
No one is... Just stop saying that. No one is unironically listening to that.
Here's what I love. I love the fact that Jeff is like on side quest mode, right? Like this Beast Games, like it just feels like full side quest mode.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the place where he is no longer being precious about like Survivor's my baby and I do only Survivor stuff.
Uh-huh.
He's more willing to like experiment with doing some other shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I can't find lyrics anywhere. Yeah. Otherwise, I would pull that up.
Truly feel like that wouldn't save it. I don't think we get anything out of that.
Anyway, you got to listen to the whole thing.
Believe me, I will.
You will not.
No, but I want to see what the segment's about with Mike, so I might check it out.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is an official plug for Mike Bloom.
Do you think they're gonna play this as the open credits?
Nah. They're.
You know, it would be. I will say this would be a badass song if like the opening credits of 50 is him riding in on a jet ski.
I
with
have
this
been
blaring in the background.
You, me, Dalton Ross. Everybody's been wanting the jet ski back. It's an iconic piece of Survivor lore.
Or, it's like every time Jeff approaches the tribe, a riff from that guitar plays in the background, and he just comes in. I feel like that could be a good way to do it.
I could see that as well.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That'd be funny.
Winners at War. Like, it's better than that song. I don't know. I kind of liked Winners at War.
Yeah, that was just a song.
Winners at War. That's my Survivor update,
Okay.
which was also a reminder that Survivor 50 is right around the corner.
It's very close. Survivor 50 is very close. Traitors is very close to being done.
I know.
Can I get your opinion on the Traitors?
Sure. What about?
So we're recording this a day before episode 8.
Okay.
So the last episode Liana and I would have seen is the banquet.
Okay.
What did you think about Rob and his choice to vote Lisa out and push for Lisa out? And then what did you think of Candace voting for Rob? Do you have an opinion on these two events that happened?
Okay. An opinion means that... Okay, from an entertainment perspective, let's freaking go. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I feel like Candace is pissed. I feel like we have a traitor on traitor war brewing. Lisa, unfortunately, happened to be a casualty, although I do feel like enough people were onto her anyway.
She did herself no favors.
Correct.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't necessarily have a problem with Rob voting for Lisa in this episode. I have a problem with him voting for her in last week's episode.
Interesting.
But that's besides, again, just from a gameplay perspective of like, I hear the logic of like, I don't think Ron is a traitor, right? This was last.
Yeah.
And him being like, I just couldn't, I don't know. But like, to me, I feel like you can get away with voting for Ron and then being like, look, man, I really don't think it's you, but we got to know the answer before, whatever.
I don't think anyone pays dust to him voting that way. But I will say, once Lisa, and like honestly, we're saying a whole different tune if he votes Lisa and she does leave, because it was one vote difference. So if Lisa left, it's like, oh, brilliant, he got it off and now he can just move on and he gets to keep the best of both worlds. And to me, again, the vote the second round, I also still get. I'm like, okay, you voted, or you broke the dam, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, but even if he didn't vote for her and he voted for Ron and then he voted for Lisa, I'm fine with that regardless, because I think, again, enough people were on
My
her.
issue was like, don't be the leader.
Don't be the leader, exactly.
my
Don't
only
be the
qualm.
leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Candace, what a choice.
I know some people didn't like it. I kind of love it as an offensive move, in a way. Because she does classify, and I don't think necessarily she's looked at it as an offensive move. I do, though, because I do see her basically saying, I'm doing a throwaway. I think no one minds that she didn't vote a housewife, because, again, that's sacrilege. You don't do that, apparently. Natalie seems to be very happy that she didn't vote her. I like it as an idea of like, well, I'm handcuffing myself to you now. You want to vote me out? You want to push me? Do it. The first thing they're going to do is look at my votes, and they're going to remember, why did she vote Rob there? That was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an interesting take. I like it. I also think that, like, again, you just saw somebody turn on your ally, right? So your concern, of course, is this person's going to do the same to me. So how can I prevent that from happening? Right. So this move, I think, could be a way to indicate, to be like, Rob, I'm not messing around. You don't come. Like, I hear you came for Lisa. You try to do that to me. I am taking you down with me in a burning flame. Like, we are either going to.
That's what we're about to get.
Like, we're going to win together or we're going to lose together. I don't know, based on what I've heard about Candace, is that this is not that she's going to make that deal. I think she's just going to tank their games.
So she did an interview where she talks about her vote, and she explains that for her, Rob was someone who never talked at the round table, who suddenly had everything to say.
Yeah.
And she felt like it was uncharacteristic and
Yeah.
it was a justified vote at that
Yes.
point.
Well, and I think that was a misstep from Rob, right? That like to be that
Don't be
leader,
the
for
leader.
the conversation.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessary.
I'm so fascinated. I think that depending on whether they recruit or murder, who they murder, this vote might decide everything for me.
Yeah.
Because of how tight the numbers are and how split I can see the castle being.
I mean, at least from what we've seen from the edit, that is true. I will be curious to see in reality what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, for example, Candace goes to Johnny and is like, hey, Rob, blah, blah, blah. And Johnny's like, absolutely. And I'm like, okay, so who else? But who else does Johnny have? Because we saw that original coalition that Johnny was putting together vote differently, like split, basically.
So
they all came together for Lisa, but
you have to look at it from Rob numbers, Candace numbers, not like Johnny and his bigger plans, because that group was very like split. Candace has Tara. Tara has Johnny, and she clearly has enough with Johnny. That's 3. Dorinda there, that's 4. And then on the Rob side, you have Colton, you have Maura, and you have Natalie, probably. That's 4. I think then
Stephen Coletti.
Colton doesn't trust Stephen Coletti. Colton's going to throw Stephen Coletti's name out there.
Well, yes, I think that that's definitely a possibility. But again, it depends on how tight Rob wants to tie himself to Colton.
Which at this point feels like he's all in deep with him, so we'll see. Like they're navigating these waters together. But I do think that even if Colton's running Steven's name, does Steven retaliate like that, or does Steven go like, I don't think it's him? That's like a question in and of itself, because I don't know. I think that's maybe my only qualm this season, is that I feel like there's quite a few players who I do not understand what they're doing. And I wish we did, because I do feel like, how are you going to have 11 players and I don't know the motives for 4 of them?
But I think we're saying the same thing, right? Which is basically like, to me, there's this group of unknowns that maybe I'm being told they're working together, but then they haven't demonstrated that they're necessarily working together.
I think the group of Kristen, Mark, and Eric are working together. We saw that once come up, but that has given me consistency just based on the way they are in the castle. So those 3, I think, are in cahoots. I don't know which direction they're in cahoots.
Did they all vote
for.
the same on the Ron vote?
I don't think they did, because I think Mark didn't vote with the group. Or I'm not 100% sure on that. But I never care about, like, voting blocks is so not a thing in the Traitors, specifically Traitors US. I just feel like people will be like, yeah, we're going here. And then the round table like, but this person did say we killed, we murdered, we banished. And
and some people are more susceptible to be converted at the round table than like a predetermined plan, right?
Yeah.
And they're all learning, so like it's fine.
Let's see. So you said Eric,
Kristen and
Mark.
Yeah.
All right. So Kristen and Mark both voted.
Ron.
So Kristen voted Colton.
Okay.
Mark voted Ron.
Okay.
And who was the other one?
Eric.
And Eric voted Lisa.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So and I don't disagree with you. I think that they are definitely working together. I think, how does that manifest though in voting?
And which side do they take?
Correct.
Yeah.
And what side did maybe the individuals take?
My number one suspect to getting murdered though is Eric. So it'll be interesting without Eric what happens if Eric is the one that goes.
Sure.
Because I just don't see these two agreeing to. I don't think either wants to give the other an inch. So I don't think they're going to recruit.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. And they don't have to. So. Because there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them, and there's still plenty of people, so they can be like, let's just murder. And then who do we murder? It's gonna be one of these looser numbers, probably.
The this is my person.
Yeah, yeah. And if it is any of those 6 people we've highlighted, then I don't know what they're doing in that turret, because I feel like at this point, if I know the other traders looking at me, I'm not letting them take out no numbers that I feel safe with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens if they can't come to a consensus?
I don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. Okay. Every time we've had something like that come up, someone budges.
Breaks. Yeah.
I think that you just get to a point where it's like, okay, realistically, I do not need to fight this much and this hard for someone who I'm not attached to like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm starting to get sleepy.
Wow.
And I realized that I have only eaten a protein bar today.
Oh.
Yes. So my stomach is being like, hey,
Food
remember
time.
food?
Yeah.
You have to eat something.
Weirdly enough, we're about an hour in. I didn't expect it to go that long.
May we be done? May I be dismissed from the table?
We may be dismissed from the table.
Hungies.
So hope y'all had fun with us. We'll be back next week with some more a lounge. Maybe we do more top fours next week. That could be fun. We'll find out if we hunted the idol or not successfully.
Yes.
And I think next week will be fun to talk some Valentine's Day stuff potentially.
Oh my God! Wait, is it next week's Valentine's Day?
No, but we would have the episode come out right before Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. I have those heart glasses, but I've done nothing for you, so sorry. Happy Valentine's Day.
It's okay. You have a Super Bowl prediction? That's this weekend.
Seahawks?
Is that a prediction or a want?
I guess both.
Okay.
It's a sleepy answer.
All right.
Hungies.
Well, find Liana nowhere because she doesn't want you to find her.
Please don't
or her
find
podcasting.
me. Please don't.
You can find me on all socials at Pooyaism, twitch.tv/Pooya. Check me out on the Traitors pod, the 90-Day pod, both available here on RHAP. And without any further ado, hope you had fun. Catch you next week. Sound off in the comments on your thoughts. I would love to read them, especially for this episode, because I might not remember what was said. Potentially. Anyway, till then, y'all take care. Have a good one.